Hi everyone, it's Keepy83
and Barbie0913.
We are here today with a doll show haul video. So we want to show you what we got at the Naperville Doll Show.
Which a little short, a little small, but it's good.
A little small.
A little small.
A little small. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you were at the show, hopefully you found some fun items. So the Naperville Doll Show, what did you think?
There was just something about it that was lackluster. Usually you get really excited. Everybody's booth there looks really good. The booths weren't looking that great. It seems like people went through their stuff that they've had for years and years and years and said, oh, we'll put this out here. You know, I was looking for some mint in box things, some really cool stuff, but nah.
Yeah, there wasn't much, honestly, when we went through it that was like, oh, you need to buy me. And there wasn't even a lot that was like, oh, maybe you should buy me. Like, it was, people had things, but none of them really spoke to me. Usually there are some things that I am excited about because they're priced well, or they're on my list, and also they're priced well. So, like, I usually end up having one or two things that I find there that I get on, like, the first go around, or the first, go around and a half. But this time around, it was, like, work-ish. It was like work trying to find
something
to take home.
Talk about.
So, it was an interesting show. They had, some pink box.
They had a lot of pink boxes. It seems, and not to say that there weren't things that were priced out at half, like half off, half off. There were things like that. It's just that they weren't that interesting to me.
Yeah, it was weird. They didn't have a lot of, like, the Playline stuff that my mom usually gets, like the Sketchies or the Giggles.
The early Mattel battery kind of dolls
Not a lot
and
of that.
stuff. No, none of that.
They had, like, a handful of American Girl. They had, even, like, the bisque was fewer bisque than normal.
Yeah, you had the one group at the end with the high-end stuff, but then you had the people on the other end that were selling their stuff, which it was nice stuff, but it was Ashton Drake stuff, and they were reducing it, but it was still Ashton Drake stuff that I wasn't looking for. There was a Wizard of Oz thing, but it was porcelain, and I didn't want a porcelain. Porcelain doesn't really work well for, like, the small stuff in the house.
Yeah, so it was just a weird mix, and it's almost like people
weren't ready.
They weren't. It was an afterthought for this show, where they were like, oh, we have a doll show this weekend, let's, like, toss some stuff in the car.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was more like that. I mean, there were lots of Sashas. I will say that. There were Sashas, and there was a studio Sasha, too.
Yeah.
And she was, what, $8,000?
She was $9,000.
$9,000. And the thing about the $9,000 studio Sasha was, I'm looking at the face, and it was very dusty and messy, and I thought, well, if I had a $9,000 doll, I'd be making sure it was really pretty in the face and everything, and it wasn't. And I'm like, you expect somebody to give you $9,000, at least kind of clean it up, get a Q-tip, get it around the crevices and stuff. So that kind of bugged me. And the Sashas just in general, it was minimum price of a Sasha, $150 maybe.
They were crazy.
Crazy prices. Like, my husband says, oh, well, that's good for you if the prices are all that high. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not selling mine. And I was looking for some to add to the family. I always look for some. But when a baby Sasha is $150, the same as a big Sasha, it's like, I never spent $150 on a Sasha.
And there were a lot of Sashas. There were at least, like, 10 Sashas in the room, and they
more
were
than
all
you
over
ever
150.
see.
Yeah.
With the leather jumper, I've always wanted that one, but no, that one was expensive too.
Yeah, so the prices were kind of strange this show. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to think of things that were interesting to talk about, and there aren't very many interesting things.
Even Kittles, there was, when we went there, when we were like maybe 20 minutes, it had already started 20 minutes before, so I don't think people ran and found those.
No.
You saw only, what, 4?
I saw 4.
4 little Kittles, and they were mint on card. No,
they weren't mint on card. They were in bags.
But 4, that's it.
Yeah.
4.
And one was priced $99 for not being mint on card. It's like, really?
Everybody seems to be trying to get more money, which I understand. Everybody's trying to get more money. Everybody was stuck inside. They might not have been working. They needed money to come in the house, and so they're trying that. But I'd like a doll to be at least clean and taken care of first.
Yeah. But I mean,
And I look for bargains too.
Yeah, and even interesting things. There weren't any, like, you found that German doll there once.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't anything like that where you don't see it often and it seems
Yeah.
strange and interesting, and then you're like, I have to pick it up.
Oh yeah, because that was so cool. I had never seen that before.
Right, and that was, I think, Naperville.
It was.
And that's what was missing. It was finding the strange and interesting things.
Mm-hmm. I happened to find some Chris's and Tootie. Dolly Nudity. I just washed their hair. She's got the real lemony hair. I like that. They're not in the greatest condition because, when you're that old, your knees don't always work anymore, and your ankles, and you can't always sit well. But I'm kind to them because I love them. So I thought I would be able to easily find some Tootie clothes that I could buy for them and get them all spruced up. But even looking on eBay today, there's really not much for them, or if it is, it's really expensive stuff. And I'm like, I just wanted something reasonably priced to cover their, tushes. And she's had her hair done. I can always even it out. It's not a big thing. They can get reroots someday when Lena's maybe 10, and you can make it for me.
We'll see.
I've got a Francie waiting.
Yeah, that's true.
That. So I picked up those. It was from the same lady, and I thought they're still in good shape. And I can do this one too. And with them, she had some Hi Heidi stuff. So she had a winking Hi Heidi, and she does work. I don't know if you can tell. She does wink her eye. And I didn't have this one, so I thought this was kind of cute, and the outfit is nice and clean and bright and shiny. So that one, it was really nice, and I got a good price for them. She had a lot of nice stuff, interesting stuff. She was interesting.
So the first thing was this. This is a Barbie Sharon Sisters set. It has Skipper, Stacy, and Barbie. And the Skipper is one that I don't have, so it's fun to have that one. In the collection, and because I think there have been a couple Sharing Sisters set, and I have a few of them.
Right.
But with this one, I think I might have the majority of them, so we'll see. I have to look. But yeah, I love this era of Skipper and this era of Barbie and Stacy and just this era of Barbie in general. So I'm happy with this purchase.
And even the lady that was selling it said that was one of her favorites of the Skipper faces. So it was kind of like something in common. And you will note that the things you did find, somebody pointed them out to you.
Yes, my mom definitely pointed it out. Although I was doing double duty with like the stroller and the camera, like
I had the stroller for a while too.
That's true. And like I feel like there would have been, I mean, it's just like I said, nothing was like calling to me. But yeah, my mom did a good job of like saying like, oh, this is kind of up your alley.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So yeah, this Sharing Sister set's really, really cool.
Another one that I picked up, which, okay, I remember this doll from when I was 5 years old, 6 years old. It's an Italian doll. It's an Italia Cremona.
Made in Italy?
Here.
Oh. Italio Cremona.
And I remember this, but I remember her being bigger, and it could be a boy too, because it looks like a boy. And I remember a boy, and he had like a white leather jacket on, and this is the 1960s. And I always thought it was so cute because I remember it because it was in the Marshall Field's windows. Mm-hmm. And when I saw this one, I thought, oh, I know what that face is. I know that's that little face of that little doll that I wanted. So I don't know if they made them in girls and boys or what. It's kind of hard to find information, but I just love the face on this one. It's so cute and smiley.
It is. It's very smiley. She has a fun little face.
Yeah, I just have to clean this a little bit. And the woman, I felt so sad for the woman who was selling her because she said goodbye to her doll. Because she says, I've had this doll for a very long time. And she said, bye, Dolly. And I thought, oh, well, if you don't want her, don't sell her. She's missing a button cover here, so I have no idea how to do a button that's over a snap, but I guess I'll try. So I thought it was cute.
It is cute. It's different.
It's very smiley.
She is.
And I needed more Italian dolls.
So the other thing that I bought was this American character, Petite Tony stewardess to go with the stewardesses that I have.
The new collection.
Yeah, the new collection of stewardesses. So I have quite a few of them now. But this is a Petite Tony. I didn't know Tonys came in the 10-inch size. I always assumed Tonys were taller. So this is an interesting find, and she's dressed like an American Airlines stewardess would have been back in like 1958, which is when she came out.
It's cute.
She has a fun little body. It's some really cute shoes, and just like a fun outfit, and just a cute face.
And apparently it's kind of rare. Even though I saw lots of pictures on eBay, everybody says, rare doll.
It's probably
rare outfit.
I think it's because it's from 1958, so people assume anything from 1958 is rare.
And 1959, we're just so rare.
So rare.
We're rare.
But this is actually a really super cute doll. The person that sold it to me said she had a collection of these like Petite Tonys, and she really enjoyed them. So there was
cute. I like her shoes.
Yeah.
When we had first gotten in, I saw a booth with a baby face doll, and I don't have this face. And this is So Excited Becca. It's so cute. It looks like Lena. It does look like Lena. And I looked online, and this is actually her outfit, her real outfit. So I thought that was nice. It's her original outfit, and her coloring is really cute, and her eyes are cute, and she's just like,
And we only ever see the same two faces.
Yeah, Natalie. We see Natalie and So
Sad Susie or something.
Yeah, So Sad Susie.
And the Natalie one. And we only ever see those two. And they made more.
Never see any. She did notice that somebody had a bag near their booth, and it had some mint in box one. So we must have missed that in 20 minutes, or somebody paid extra to get there an hour early and look around.
Because they were definitely in a bag.
Yeah, so we missed out on that, but that's okay.
The last thing I picked up actually isn't for me. It's for my cousin who needed a body for her tiny little figure. And so it's this Obitsu body, archetype Obitsu body, where basically they sold everything but the head because this was sold as is. And the person that originally bought it needed the head, apparently. So this is just this articulated body that my cousin is putting something on. I'm not quite sure what brand.
It's a good price, though.
It was like $10.
Even,
you didn't have to pay shipping or anything. So there were two of these bodies, and she asked if I picked them both up. So, yeah, they're the archetype bodies. Just a tiny little chibi body for your
I wonder what we could put on those. Maybe they'll have them next year.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I got it because it was interesting, and it was at the same booth with the Hi Heidi and the Chris's and Tootie. So this is the kind of doll you would have gotten to bring home, like a tourist gift, from if you were in Beijing. And it comes with this little booklet on there. They were made for the opera stories. And there were versions that were tall, that were more human-like, and then you had these smaller chibi ones, and I guess you can get them all over the place. So this one was Tanghua are an art form derived from traditional Beijing silk figurines. They are handmade art fashioned with historical Chinese style and genuine Beijing flavor. The lovely faces of Tang dolls are color painted by hand, and their decorations are woven into the clothing by throwing silk. Hundreds of working procedures are needed to create a lifelike Tanghua. Well, I love the eyes. She doesn't have feet. She just has a circle base. Mm-hmm. And her arms do not move, but they're kind of like a ball-jointed doll hand. And I thought, oh, we'd take a chance. But I thought it was so cute and colorful. And I said, tell me about this doll. And she didn't know what it was. But it has something to do with the operas, so that each one is a different character in the opera. And it'll give you a little backstory on it. I was glad they gave us something that would talk about it. And when you look at them online, there's a whole bunch of cute ones. But look at how cute their little chibi eyes are.
I know.
And the coloring.
They look like the face looks like a mini pull-up. Because of how the eyes are. Mm-hmm. It's definitely more of like a figure.
Yeah, it is.
It's so I mean, it doesn't move or anything, but it is just fun and colorful just to put on a shelf.
It's cute.
People would ask about it. People would look at it and say, "What's that?"
That's what I did. I asked. She tried to say, well, I tried to look it up online. And there's some things online. I mean, places like AliExpress, they might have it. I didn't try, but it's interesting.
Yeah, that's a fun one. That's all that we actually picked up at the show.
And who did we see?
We saw a couple different people. So we saw we saw John.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, everyone's a J name today. Mostly. So we saw John, who creates stuff for Blythe, and it sounds amazing. So we have to go check out his Instagram and see what amazing things he's making for Blythe. My Pro Blythe dolls have like one outfit, but they like it, so it's fine. And then we also saw Julie. We saw Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Always nice to see people at the shows. We saw Miranda and her family, and her dog. So again, always nice to see you guys as well.
And then there were some people that kind of slid by, and I'm like, wait, I know that person.
Yeah.
and slid out the door, and it's like, wait, I know that person too, from just the Zoom things on the Federation stuff.
Yeah, so
we missed out on saying hi.
We definitely saw a couple people, and it's always great to see you guys at shows, so if you do see us, feel free to stop us and say hello. But otherwise, I think we are good. The baby's crying, but she's being watched by my brother, so it's all okay.
So it was Lena's first doll show.
Yes, we even made like a onesie to go with it. It's the baby's first doll show. She's Oak. It was really fun. And so we just had the stroller, and we took her around, and she, for the most part, was super well behaved. But it was kind of funny because like the two most common things we heard were, oh, it's a real baby. Or is she real?
Apparently there were some reborn moms that were walking around at the show, and we didn't see them, but it must have been right on time. And a lot of people were still not used to seeing reborn in a stroller.
So people kept like looking at Lena like to see if she was moving.
Or say, he's really so pretty.
That was the other thing. It was all, oh, he's so cute. He's so blah, blah.
Well, actually, it's a she.
Totally fine. She doesn't have that much hair. She was wearing blue.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh no, she. But thank you.
It's like, oh, she makes noise. She's real.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently Lena was having a day where she looked like a boy.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
She happened. And she looked like a reborn.
And she, would people would like watch her and then be like,
oh, she's real. She's breathing.
It was kind of funny.
They don't know that there are some reborns that you can make breathe.
Yeah.
We should not tell them that.
But it was like 80% of the comments were that. And oh, she's so cute.
It was.
She's a living doll. And then someone gave her advice about shoes, having good shoes. You should have good shoes as a baby because then like you have a good life. Good shoes equal good life. So
I like that.
Good shoes equal good life.
As far as COVID precautions, everybody was masked. They did a good job of that. And it was pretty much their show there.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So not like the best show ever, but
not a lot of the big American Girl stuff either.
Oh yeah, no, there's usually more.
Yeah.
I think sellers that have been there for show after show after show weren't there.
Yeah.
But then again, those sellers were bringing the same merchandise show after show. So, I don't know. It wasn't great, but we do have, like, 2 shows in April. We have some shows in July. I think we have shows in October. So this is just one thing. And alternatively, the money I didn't spend, I'm putting towards another thing. So hopefully you'll be able to see that on the channel eventually this year.
Hopefully.
So, let us know if you went to the Naperville Doll Show or if you went to any other doll show in your area. They definitely seem to be opening up here. So let us know what you picked up at the show, what you thought of it, what you think of what we bought at our show. And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.